In 1959, 9 young hikers from the Ural Polytechnical Institute set out to ski across the remote, frozen Ural Mountains. Led by Igor Dyatlov, they were experienced, prepared, eager for adventure. Their goal, reach Mount Otorten, a place the local Mansi people called Don't Go There. On February 1st, they camped on Kholat Shakal, Mountain of the Dead. That night, something went terribly wrong. The group vanished without a trace. Days passed with no word. Families grew desperate. A search party was launched into the snowbound wilderness. What they found would become one of history's most chilling mysteries. The hiker's tent was discovered, slashed open from the inside, abandoned, belongings left behind. No one was inside. No footprints led to safety. Why had 9 skilled hikers fled into the deadly cold, leaving everything behind? The searchers braced themselves for answers, but the mountain held only silence. The Dyatlov Pass mystery had begun. The search for the missing hikers was massive. Planes, helicopters, teams on skis scoured the snow. For days, nothing. Then a dark shape, the tent, battered and empty. Inside, all supplies remained. Boots, coats, food, abandoned in haste. The tent had been cut open from within, as if the group had panicked. Why would anyone run into a blizzard barefoot and half-dressed? The searchers found no answers, only more questions. Outside, faint footprints led away from the tent, down the slope toward the forest. The tracks were calm, not frantic, but the hikers wore no shoes. The searchers followed, hoping for survivors, fearing the worst. The tent's eerie emptiness was just the beginning. The mountain's secrets were buried deep in the snow. The searchers pressed on, haunted by the mystery. What could drive 9 people to abandon all hope of survival? The footprints led to a cedar tree at the forest's edge. There, the first 2 bodies, barefoot in underwear, hands burned, lay beside a dead fire. 3 more hikers were found between the tree and the tent as if crawling back to safety. All were underdressed for the brutal cold. The last 4 hikers were missing for months, finally found in a ravine, better dressed as if they'd taken clothes from the dead. But their injuries were shocking, far worse than frostbite. The positions of the bodies suggested a desperate struggle for survival. What terror had driven them from their only shelter? The searchers could only guess. The mountain offered no explanations, only tragedy. The Dyatlov group's fate was more disturbing than anyone imagined. The true horror was just coming to light. The last 4 hikers had massive internal injuries, crushed skulls, broken ribs without external wounds. 1 woman's tongue was missing. 1 woman's eyes were missing, no animal tracks nearby. Some of their clothes were strangely radioactive. Investigators were baffled. Avalanche, animal attack, or something else? The tent wasn't buried, the slope was too gentle for a major slide. No evidence of a fight, no sign of outsiders. Why did experienced hikers flee into certain death? Theories multiplied, but none fit all the facts. The mountain's silence was unbroken. The Dyatlov Pass incident became a riddle with no answer. The hikers' fear remains unexplained. What did they see or hear or sense that night? The central question endures. What drove them into the darkness? Decades later, the Dyatlov Pass mystery endures. Some blame a slab avalanche, others a secret military test, or even UFOs. Theories range from the scientific to the supernatural. Radiation, strange lights, missing tongues. Each clue deepens the puzzle. The official answer: a compelling natural force. But what force? No theory explains everything. The hikers' diaries and photos offer glimpses, but not the truth. The Mansi people were cleared of blame. No animal tracks were found. The mountain keeps its secrets. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. What happened that night may never be known. The story is a chilling reminder. Sometimes the unknown is the most terrifying answer of all. The mountain of the dead still waits in silence.